Hello everyone, welcome to my The Real Housewives of Atlanta official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Kim Zolciak and her former spouse Kroy Biermann reconnected for lunch on Wednesday, revealing an unexpectedly intimate side. The 45-year-old former Real Housewives of Atlanta actress posted a brief video of their trip to Duluth, Georgia's Canny House, a Japanese restaurant with a teppanyaki-style menu that is sometimes mislabeled hibachi. The couple, who had been at odds for a while, had called the police last week to request assistance when one of their 4 youngest children had been agitated after a heated argument, so the meetup came as a surprise. The brief video that Kim posted showed their chef preparing some veggies and a heart-shaped platter of fried rice while she and Kroy, 38, joked around. There was not a trace of any hostility in it. As the chef continuously tapped his spatulas against the grill and juggled them, the waitress said, "This is my favorite restaurant, guys." Seen in Pasadena in 2012, Kim Zolciak, 45, and her estranged husband Kroy Biermann, 38, appeared to set aside their differences for a friendly lunch date on Wednesday. Seen in Pasadena in 2012, Kim Zolciak, 45, and her estranged husband Kroy Biermann, 38, appeared to set aside their differences for a friendly lunch date on Wednesday. Kim posted a video to Snapchat of their visit to Duluth, Georgia's Canny House, a Japanese restaurant with a teppanyaki-style menu where they enjoyed a show from the chef. Kim posted a video to Snapchat of their visit to Duluth, Georgia's Canny House, a Japanese restaurant with a teppanyaki-style menu where they enjoyed a show from the chef. "Kroy, why did you do that?" she teasingly asked the former NFL star. "Yes, I do. Just not while you're around," he jokingly said, causing Kim to laugh out loud. She was later overheard discussing her favorite way to cook veggies with the chef, to which Kroy interrupted, saying he was a carnivore while she was not. She focused on a pile of fried rice in the shape of a heart to round out the brief clip. "How adorable, gentlemen," she said. During their lunch date, Kim didn't seem to switch the camera on herself or Kroy, preferring to keep it on their chef and his delicious meals. The two seemed to be moving forward with their divorce proceedings without signaling any changes, so it's unclear if their cordial outing indicates anything. The two's friendly demeanor, nevertheless, contrasted sharply with the previous week, when police were called to their Georgia family home in the midst of an abusive yelling war between them. The persistent financial difficulties were the source of the argument, according to TMZ, which broke shortly after. Eventually, the two's yelling became so intense that one of their 4 youngest kids reportedly called the police to ask for assistance. The breakup was especially unexpected because earlier this month, when they got back together for an extravagant meal to mark their anniversary, the bitter ex-couples appeared to have set aside their grievances. But according to others close to Kim, 45, and Kroy, 38, they started fighting sporadically a week earlier, a few days after their meal. It was her favorite restaurant, according to her. "How cute, guys," the cook gushed as she placed a mound of fried rice in the shape of a heart. It was her favorite restaurant, according to her. "How cute, guys," the cook gushed as she placed a mound of fried rice in the shape of a heart. Kroy responded with a joke, "I do," after Kim mocked him about not being able to flip spatulas like the chef, "just not in your presence." Nothing at all suggested their past hostility. Kroy responded with a joke, "I do," after Kim mocked him about not being able to flip spatulas like the chef, "just not in your presence." Nothing at all suggested their past hostility. The meal comes after Kim and Kroy, who were last seen in Los Angeles in 2016, had their most recent argument over money, which ended their marriage. The meal comes after Kim and Kroy, who were last seen in Los Angeles in 2016, had their most recent argument over money, which ended their marriage. Even though the two must reside in different areas of their home, their arguments continued. According to TMZ, they started fighting intermittently a week prior, a few days before an anniversary meal. Even though the two must reside in different areas of their home, their arguments continued. According to TMZ, they started fighting intermittently a week prior, a few days before an anniversary meal. Their growing debts and court rulings against them, compelling them to make large payments they owe, were apparently the driving forces behind the intense series of discussions. It's unclear whether or not their opulent anniversary meal was relevant to their discussions. Kim and Kroy were spotted together earlier on Monday when they went the kids to get haircuts. It is said that one of their younger kids called the police to break up the dispute. There was no overt conflict during the outing, and the family stopped by a Starbucks to get drinks. When Kim and Kroy went their kids to get haircuts earlier in the day, everything appeared to be well, even though one of their 4 youngest children apparently contacted the police to break up the argument. When Kim and Kroy went their kids to get haircuts earlier in the day, everything appeared to be well, even though one of their 4 youngest children apparently contacted the police to break up the argument. One of the young children was sufficiently alarmed by Kim and Kroy's very loud verbal altercation to contact 911, law enforcement sources said TMZ. One of the young children was sufficiently alarmed by Kim and Kroy's very loud verbal altercation to contact 911, law enforcement sources said TMZ. Law enforcement sources informed TMZ that the child who called for assistance was not one of Kim's elder children, Brielle, 26, or Ariana, 22, who are both from previous relationships. However, it is unclear which of their children made the call. Along with their sons, KJ, 12, and Cash, 11, the ex-couples also have fraternal twins, Kane and Kaya, 9, one of whom is said to have phoned the police. The reports claim that a supervisor and 3 police officers visited the residence of the estranged couple, where a judge has mandated that they sleep on different levels. They claimed that Kim and Kroy were having a verbal altercation that was extremely loud, frightening one of the kids enough to have them call for assistance in breaking it up. Nevertheless, it appears that the cops managed to detain the two for the evening. Kim had earlier phoned the police to their house, which they are trying to sell for $6 million in order to use the proceeds to pay off their growing debts, after Kroy had barricaded himself in the bedroom and allegedly refused to let his divorced wife inside. When the police came, Kroy, hiding behind the bedroom door, refused to reveal his identity and gave Kim her prescription drugs, some makeup, and a comforter. When Kim phoned the police again in late September, Kroy had barricaded himself in the bedroom once more. She claimed that the football player had taken both of her cell phones with him into the bedroom and was not giving them back. He eventually turned the phones over to the police, and Kim went to sleep in a private bedroom with a locked door. The most recent episode seems to be a type of escalation because, on prior visits, one of the adults had phoned the police, but now one of their small children has stepped in. Kim stated that the children were asleep during the September visit due to the reportedly stolen cell phones, but the kids were present at home during the earlier police enforcement visits. Kim was supposed to live in their home's basement suite, but Kroy was supposed to stay in the master bedroom, according to a previous court order. So what do you guys think about this update? Let me know in the comments below. And if you like my videos, please press like and subscribe for more. I'll see you guys next time.